When you actually focus less on your business, your profits are going to go up. What does he mean? Come on, let's talk about it. Welcome to Newsletter Guru TV, your show with a boatload of smart marketing and business building advice and a little fun along the way.
This episode of Newsletter Guru TV is brought to you by No Hassle Newsletters, the secret to getting boatloads of more profitable repeat business and the customer referrals you deserve.
Hey everybody, it's Jim Palmer, the Newsletter Guru, out here on a beautiful spring day. Toby, is it beautiful or what, buddy? We're out here just checking out the yard after the winter, but it's actually been a very, very mild winter here in the Northeast. But anyway, I get this question 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 times a week between my client support staff and me. Do you have a newsletter for me? And it's like when they're interested in No Hassle Newsletters. But Jim, I'm a lawyer, I'm a doctor, I'm a dentist, I'm a hairdresser, I run a bowling alley, I run a pool supply store, I run a funeral home. It doesn't matter. Fill in the blank. Do you have one for me? The answer is yes. Now, I don't want this to be a commercial for No Hassle Newsletters, although that would be pretty cool. Wouldn't that be cool, Toby? What do you think? Nah, we're going to tell them something else. We're going to give you some good stuff. Even if you have your own newsletter, you're going to love this. So listen, the less your newsletter every month is about your business, your core business and what makes it tick, all the products and services, all the different things, the better result you're going to have. Because here's the deal. I know this may come as a shock to you, but you know what? Your customers, your clients, your prospects, they actually don't care, okay? Your newsletter has to be what's fun, interesting, and informative, and the big key word is entertaining. Isn't that right, Toby? Entertaining. We got to be entertaining, right? Keep it entertaining. Don't be eating dirt back there. Sorry, Toby was sick, and I can't have him out here eating dirt, so just behave yourself. I'll be done in a few minutes. All right. So listen, here's what I tell people. No matter what business you're in, you want page one, your lead article every month, to be about your business. This is your success story. So you want to share a story about how your business, your product, your service, whatever product or service has helped one of your current customers, your current clients. So tell this. So if you're in the insurance, local manufacturer saves $23,000 in insurance premiums this year, and subheadline, here's how we did it, and then tell your story of how you did that. Do you see what I'm saying? And you could include a testimonial, maybe even a picture of your client, something like that. So you get one lead article, which is all about your business, so it does tie your newsletter to your business. Then you can have maybe one other article, a shorter article, which is what I call your personality-driven article. This is for you as the business owner to connect with your clients on a very personal level. This isn't for, again, more business stuff. This would be, kind of like I share with you every week on the videos. Hey, we did vacation. Toby was sick, right, Toby? You're better now? Don't be eating dirt back there behind my back. Stuff like that, and just share people. So it's like, take down the corporate veil, get rid of the B2B, connect with people. Even if you do business-to-business marketing, people do business with people, so connect with them on a human level. All right, so you got your lead article, you got your personality-driven piece. The rest of the newsletter is all about what's fun, interesting, and informative to your customer. And a lot of times, folks, most of the time, that has nothing to do with your core business. I want you to think of Reader's Digest. Have you ever read Reader's Digest lately? I mean, it's one of the most subscribed to magazines of all time, and when you look at it, it's really a magazine about nothing. There's your true life, how somebody saved somebody's life. There's your humor. There's crossword puzzles, diet information. There's all kinds of things in Reader's Digest. People like looking through it because it's almost like an escape, but it's fun, it's interesting, and it's informative, and it can be entertaining. That's what people love. You want your people, you want your customers and your prospects and your patients, you want them reading your newsletter. So make it less about your business, a little bit on your lead story, and then most of it, make it fun and interesting. Because here's the thing. When you start out with your newsletter, and they're going to maybe read the first issue because they're curious, but then if you continue with the same stuff all about your business, readership is going to drop off. All right, what you really want to have happen is when people read your newsletter and they get something and learn a tidbit, or okay, that's how here's 5 tips on how to lower your energy costs in the winter, or 5 tips on how to lower your air conditioning costs in the summer. It doesn't matter. Change your articles up with the season, but give them stuff that's fun to read. And what's going to happen, folks, is that when they go to the mailbox every single month and they get your newsletter, they're going to have a good feeling in their stomach. Well, I don't know about their stomach, but in their heart and their head. And they're going to say, yes, I enjoy this, rather than You know, I get this very corporate email, and it only comes quarterly, which is another mistake, but that's another episode. I get this very corporate newsletter from my insurance company. It is the most boring thing going. But then I get some other ones from some other people that I do business with, and it's fun. I like some of the stuff they put in there. I definitely leaf through it. And big tip, I don't even think I read them front to back, and I don't think you should presume your customers, clients and patients and prospects are going to read your newsletter front to back, but you want them to view it when it comes out of the mailbox as give you a nice warm feeling. You want them to read some of what they're going to read, whether it's the article on the front, maybe they just want to check in and see what you've done this month, or learn, you know, some kind of a recipe or something fun. They're going to learn about a referral program that you got going on, anything like that. And it's going to give them a good feeling, and they'll remember you every month when they look at your newsletter, and it keeps you and your business top of mind with your customers. Okay, Toby, get back here, buddy. Don't walk away when I'm filming a video. Get back here. Get back here. Sorry about that. Okay, so here's the deal. If you already have a newsletter, look at it. If you have more than one or maybe two articles that are really about your business, what you're doing, knock that off and give your customers, your clients, your patients something that's fun, informative, interesting, and entertaining, and they're going to read it more, they're going to remember your name more, you're going to get more repeat business, and you're going to get more referrals. By the way, go to the full episode guide on Newsletter Guru TV, and there's a video that I shot on how to actually get your newsletter to make money, and it's called a freestanding insert. You're going to love that. Okay, that is this episode of Newsletter Guru TV. Listen, before the day's out, before the week's out, look for ways that you can add more value to what it is that you're doing for your customers and clients and patients. When you add more value, keep finding ways to make your service more valuable. Wrap that up with, of course, the world-class service I know you deliver. Your customers, clients, and patients are going to stay longer. And when they stay longer, they end up spending more, and that's always a good thing. And before the day's out, go do something nice for somebody, some unexpected random act of kindness. Really going to turn the world around if we can all just be a little bit nicer to each other, okay? If you enjoyed the information that I've just shared with you on this episode, I'd appreciate it very much if you would share this episode with one of your friends, perhaps a small business owner, entrepreneur that you know. You can do it very easily. If you're watching this on Facebook, go ahead and click the like button. If you're watching it on Newsletter Guru TV, click the share button. It makes it very easy to share it via Twitter, Facebook, Google+, etc. And wherever you're watching it, please leave a comment. I always love hearing from you. Love hearing the comments. It really helps me get out here every week and keep delivering some good value, some good information. I'm committed to helping you grow your small business faster and more profitable. So you come back next week. Let's see, next week is another mindset. We're tackling the entrepreneurial mindset so you can do more profitable business. All right, until next time, this is Jim Palmer, the Newsletter Guru. You take care.